What up, guys? Your boy here once again, classic for us speaking. You know how we do it. We simplify, decomplicate it. So we are going to begin with our pre-market analysis. Let's dive into it. Now, the first pattern I'm tackling is USD, and we are beginning on the 3 months time frame. So these are the 3 months levels, as you can see on your screen. Don't let it scare you. As soon as we start to put meaning into it, it's going to definitely make sense to you. So let's start. We have the 3 months upper zone, the middle zone, and then the lower zone. What else do we see here on the 3 months time frame? We are seeing a break above the middle zone of the 3 months to the upside with a push. Now the question then is, where is this push on the 3 months heading to? This push or this break above the 3 months resistance level is going all the way to the upside. So in that scenario, we can now understand that USD on the higher time frame price is moving to the upside. Why? Because it has broken above a resistance level of the 3 months. So what are we looking for? We are looking for buying opportunities to the upside on EURUSD. By EURUSD, how do we pick those buying opportunities? We need to continuously analyze this pair on the other time frames to know exactly how price is going to move to the upside. So let's take it again to the monthly, where we can add more meaning to the analysis. All right. So this is also the monthly time frame of EURUSD. Now EURUSD on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly mid-range zone. This is what? A push above this resistance level of the 3 months. After the push, what happened on this time frame? Price came up for what? Retest or exhaustion. After exhaustion, we are expecting continuation push all the way to the upside. So according to the monthly time frame, this push and this exhaustion and this continuation move tells us the price is indeed going to the upside, because the monthly is saying the exact same thing as the 3 months said. Now let's take it again to the weekly and continuously analyze this pair. Alright, so this is the weekly time frame of EURUSD. What is the weekly saying? On the weekly, we have the weekly upper and then the weekly lower zone. Price is in an uptrend on the weekly time frame. Why? Because this is the push giving us a higher high. It dropped down for higher low, went up to form what? High, low, equal high, and then equal low. So this is what? A very beautiful uptrend on the weekly, which is also telling us that price will go to the upside. Now on the weekly time frame, price is going to move to the upside from the equal lows here to go all the way to the upside. Now, how do we pick buys on the equal low of the weekly to the upside? We need to consult further time frame for more clues. So USD, let's take it further to the time frame to continuously put meaning into the chart. Alright, so this is USD on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, what do we also have on the daily? We have the daily mid-range zone. If you look closely at the daily time frame of USD, there's what? Continuous level of buying pressure on this weekly support level, which is definitely going to what? Reverse the market to the upside as expected. But this is the daily time frame. We cannot pick the buy here to the upside. So let's consult the forward time frame for the entry. So USD, let's take it all the way to a full H and prepare for the buying opportunities to the upside. Alright, so this is USD on the 4-hour time frame, and this is exactly how we are going to pick our entry on this pair. Let's explain the full H. On the full H, we have the 4-hour mid-range zone. What else do we see on the 4-hour time frame? We are seeing what we call what? The double bottom. So this double bottom has broken above the neckline or the lower high, and after breaking above the lower high, it has formed a higher high. This area is also a higher low. Where should price go next? There should be continuation push all the way to the upside. So over here on the higher low of the 4H, that is exactly where we are going to pick our entry on USD. So USD, once we look for what? Or once price this as a candle confirmation, be it a bullish engulfing candle, significant pin bar, morning star, we will pick our entry here to the upside on USD. So USD, this is our full and complete technical analysis. All right, let's move to the next pair on board. Now the next pair on board is going to be BTC USD. So let's go the way to Bitcoin and also break it down. All right, so this is BTC USD, and I'm looking for a buying opportunity. Now, what is the rationale behind the buying opportunity that I'm looking for on BTC USD? Let's find out as we also begin to break it down from the higher time frame. All right, so BTC USD, taking it all the way to 3 months to begin the breakdown of this pair as well. All right, so this is what BTC USD on the 3 months time frame. What exactly is going on? Let's find out. So if you look closely at the 3 months time frame, we have the upper zone and also the lower zone. Let's put meaning into the 3 months. This is a push the upside, giving us a higher high. Price dropped down for higher low, went up without another push the upside. Now, this move on the 3 months brings us to a lot of questions. Now, the first question is that will price drop all the way down to complete higher low on the 3 month structure before it goes to the upside? Or are we going to see the extension of this push to the upside? So 2 questions require an answer, okay? And it's very simple. Will price drop down as higher low, or will it continuously move to the upside from here and then go all the way up? We are going to find out as we take it through the various time frames. So BTC USD, let's take it again to the monthly where we can add more meaning. Okay, so this is the monthly time frame of BTC USD. Let's put meaning into it. Now BTC USD on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly upper and then the monthly lower zone. This is an uptrend on the monthly time frame because price gave us a push as higher high, came down as higher low, went up to form a new higher high, dropped down for another higher low, and what did it do next? It has broken above the previous higher high. So the break above the previous high on the monthly time frame tells us that price is going to continuously push all the way up, and we are not going to see price drop down for the 3 months higher low before it goes to the upside. But instead, since buyers are above the resistance level of the monthly, it is very evident that they are likely to continuously push price to the upside. So USD, we are looking for buying opportunities to the upside to continue the extension of the 3 months push. Now, how do we buy above here to the upside? Let's consult more time frames for better understanding. Alright, so this is also the weekly time frame of BTC USD. Now, BTC USD on the weekly time frame, what exactly is going on the weekly? On the weekly, we have the weekly mid-range zone or the weekly upper zone. Price is also in an uptrend on the weekly time frame. Alright, so we have equal highs over here. We got breaking to form a higher high. Price came down for higher low, form equal high, and then equal low over here. So this is another beautiful uptrend on the weekly, which is also telling us that price can pick buy pressure over here on the support level of the monthly to continuously go all the way up. So BTC USD, we are looking for buying opportunities on the support level of the monthly to extend the move to the upside. But how do we pick the buys on the higher low or the equal low of the weekly? Let's find out as we take it further to where? To the daily and add more meaning. Alright, so this is the daily time frame of BTC USD. Now, BTC USD on the daily time frame, let's do our best to also put meaning into it. On the daily time frame, we have the daily mid-range zone. Price is in a downtrend on the daily. Why is it in a downtrend? It's very simple because it broke below the support level here, giving us a lower low, went up for lower high, and now dropped all the way down back to where the monthly support level as as equal low or as as double bottom. So we are expecting buy pressure, okay, which is currently on the support level of the monthly to be able to push price from here all the way to the upside as well. So BTC USD, this is where we are looking for a buying opportunity to the upside, and we are also seeing some pin over here, which is the indication about there's buyers present, which will be able to continuously move the market up as well. Now let's take it further to a 4 time frame and then prepare for our buy to the upside on BTC USD. Alright, so BTC USD, this is the 4 time frame, and let me show you exactly how we're going to pick our entry on the full. So on the 4 time frame, we have the full H upper and then the full H lower. So price is in a downtrend on the 4 time frame. Why? It formed double top, lower low, lower high. Price has dropped all the way down to form another lower low. Now, what am I expecting on BTC before we buy? Since this move is it's a downtrend, we cannot buy now because price was in a downtrend. So what are we going to do? We are going to wait for break of structure. Now, if buyers are able to break above this support level to give us a push to the upside, this area will be a higher high, a higher low from here, and we can buy to the upside on BTC USD because this downtrend will be over by then. Okay, another thing that price can do is also very simple. Price can give us a double bottom before it goes to the upside. Now remember, what we are looking for is a reversal, or what we are looking for is a break of structure. Alright, so what price can do again is that it can give us what? A double bottom. Let me draw it so that you guys can see. Price can give us what? A double bottom from here, go up, break structure, and then we can also buy in this same manner to the upside on BTC. So BTC, this is also another way or another scenario whereby we can buy to the upside also. So price will give us a double bottom, then broke above the lower high, higher high, and higher low, and then we can buy to the upside on candle confirmation, or price can simply give us a push, a retest, and then we can also buy to the upside in the same manner. Okay, so all that we're waiting for is a break of structure around here to be able to take the entry to the upside on BTC USD. So BTC USD, this becomes a full and complete technical analysis. All right, let's move to the next pair on board very quick. Next pair on board. All right, so our next pair on board is UNZD. Let's go to UNZD and also break it down. What is happening on UNZD? I have an eye on it, so let me explain. So UNZD, you can see why I'm also looking for what? A buying opportunity on this pair. Okay, hold on. So UNZD, I'm also looking for a buying opportunity. Now, why am I looking for a buying opportunity on UNZD? Let me explain for you guys. So UNZD on the 4 time frame, let's take it all the way to a 3 months and then begin with a breakdown of this pair. Alright, so if you look closely at UNZD on the 3 months time frame, this is what we have over here in the 3 months. Now the 3 months time frame, we have the upper zone, the middle zone, and then the lower zone of the 3 months as well. What is going on over here in the 3 months time frame? Buyers have been able to break above this equal high of the 3 months with a push all the way to the upside. What is this push going to do on the 3 months? It is going to form a higher high on this resistance level. So UNZD, the overall direction to the upside, price is heading to the next resistance level as higher high. If that is so, then how can we pick buying opportunities before contact is made on the resistance level? Let's find out as we continuously break it down on the other time frames as well. So UNZD, let's take it all the way to the monthly where we can add more meaning. Alright, so this is the monthly time frame of UNZD. Now UNZD on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly mid-range zone. What exactly is going on in the monthly? On the monthly, we can see that price has made a strong push to the upside, breaking above the monthly resistance level. So this break above the monthly resistance level tells us that price is going to make contact with this resistance level. Why? Because it has been able to break above the gap between the monthly upper and then the monthly mid-range zone. So we know very well that what? Price now has a free range to make contact with this resistance level on the monthly. But that is not all. Let's take it further to the weekly where we can add more meaning to this analysis. Alright, so this is also the weekly time frame of UNZD. Now UNZD on the weekly time frame, we have the weekly mid-range zone. On the weekly time frame, what else do we see? Let's find out and add more meaning. On the weekly, price is also in an uptrend. We have a push, exhaustion, another push over here, another exhaustion, and price has made more push to the upside. But if I can look very closely again, okay, you realize that buyers have been able to break above the weekly mid-range. So if you look very closely, you're going to see that what buyers broke above the weekly mid-range zone, and they are still above it. So you're going to look for entry above to this resistance level as well. Let's take it further to the time frame where we can make more meaning out of this chart. Okay, so this is the daily time frame of UNZD. And if you look at UNZD with the daily time frame, price is also in an uptrend, indicating the movement to the upside. So we have a push as higher high, we have exhaustion as higher low, another push as higher high, another exhaustion as higher low. What happens next? Price has been able to break above its previous high. So we know that it's going all the way up from here as well. So UNZD, everything is also perfect for the daily for price to be able to reach the next resistance level. But we cannot pick the buy on the daily, so let's take it further to a 4 time frame for further explanation. Alright, so this is the 4-hour time frame of UNZD. Now UNZD on the 4 time frame, let's put meaning into it. We have the full H the mid-range zone. So what happened on the 4-hour time frame? Price has been able to break above resistance level of the full H, giving us a push all the way up as higher high, After higher high, it has dropped down for higher low. After higher low, what happens next? Continuation push all the way to the upside. So you NZD, I'm expecting what a candle confirmation right here before I'll buy all the way to the upside. What are the candle confirmations? That the bullish engulfing significant pin bar morning star before we buy from here to the upside. If we don't see those confirmation candles here, this setup become invalid for entry. So that's also for you NZD. Let's move on to the next pair on board, which is CAD JPY. So CAD JPY is up next. Let's break it down. CAD JPY. Alright, so this is also CAD JPY. What are we looking for? We are looking for buying opportunity on this pair. Now, CAD JPY, why am I looking for a buying opportunity on this pair? Let's find out as we take it all the way to the 3 months time frame and also break it down. Now, this is the 3 months time frame of CAD JPY. Now let it scare you. Let's put medium. We have the 3 months upper and the 3 months middle zone and also the 3 months lower zone. Now, so price made a break above the 3 months resistance, the move over here, giving us a push as higher high, drop down as higher low, went up for another push, came back for another exhaust. What happens here? Price goes all the way to the upside. So this is what a very beautiful uptrend on the 3 months time frame, indicating that price will be moving to the upside. But if price is going to go to the upside, then how will you pick buys to the upside on CAD JPY? Let's take it further to the monthly for more meaning. Alright, so this is the monthly time frame of CAD JPY. Now CAD JPY on the monthly time frame, we have the monthly upper and then the monthly lower zone. So this is the exact uptrend that we saw on the 3 months time frame. This is what? Higher high. This is also higher low. We have a new higher high here. We have higher low. Price to price goodness is expected to move all the way to the upside. So CAD JPY, we are looking for buying opportunities here to the upside. But how do we pick the buys to the upside? Let's consult the weekly for more clues. Alright, so CAD JPY onto the weekly time frame. Alright, so this is the weekly time frame of CAD JPY. Now, let's put meaning into the weekly on CAD JPY. If you look closely at CAD JPY on the weekly time frame, we have the weekly mid-range. So what has price done here on the weekly? It formed a double bottom over here, went all the way up and then broke above the lower high of the weekly, dropped down for higher low, and we have seen continuation move all the way up. So you can clearly see what this is what an uptrend on the weekly, which is also indicating that CAD JPY is moving to the upside. But where exactly do we buy? Let's take it further to daily time frame where we can add additional meaning to what we are doing. Alright, so this is CAD JPY on the daily time frame. Now, the daily time frame of CAD JPY, let's put another meaning into it. If you look closely at the daily time frame of CAD JPY, we have the daily mid-range zone. What else do you see here on the daily time frame? We are seeing that what? Initially, price was what? In a range or a consolidation period over here as it created equal highs and what? And equal lows. And what happened? Buyers broke above to form higher high. And after that, they drop all the way down to form higher low. Where should price go next? It should potentially move all the way to the upside. So this is what the beautiful structure also on the daily indicates that the market will move to the upside. There's also a confirmation candle on this higher low, which is what? This strong bullish spin bar. So you can see a strong bullish spin bar over here, which has what? Filled some of the gap over here, which tells us that we are about to take off to the upside. So CAD JPY, let's pick entry on the 4-hour time frame to the upside. Alright, so this is also the 4-hour time frame of CAD JPY. Now, CAD JPY on the 4-hour time frame, let's put mid into it. What else are we expecting before we pick our buy? Let's understand. We have the what? The 4-hour mid range over here. Price is what? In a downtrend, we have lower low, lower high, lower low, and then lower high. Now, can we pick our buy now? No. Since we're in a downtrend, we are going to wait for price to become an uptrend by breaking above the previous lower low to give us a higher high. After higher high, higher low, new higher high, new higher low, and then we buy all the way to the upside. So CAD JPY, we can pick an entry here, we can pick an entry here, all the same to the upside and make our money on CAD JPY. So CAD JPY, this is also a full and complete technical analysis. Now, there's only one thing that can make this setup invalid. That is if price does not give us higher high and it continuously drop all the way down, then this setup becomes invalid for entry because we know that the buy pressure here was not strong enough to move the market to the upside. So this is our full and complete technical analysis for the day. Thank you all for coming in. Stay classy and trade classy. But don't forget to join my free Telegram channel. The link is in the description. Thank you all. Peace. I'm out.